Hi everyone. In this video, we're still on standard costs and variances, okay? And this particular video, we're going to look at direct labor rate variance and we're going to look at the efficiency variance for direct labor. Okay, so let's please write down this equation. So the direct labor rate variance will be derived by taking actual hours multiplied by the actual rate times the standard rate. So remember, order of operations, we will do what's inside the parentheses first. And that will equal your wage rate variance. So managers would want to make decisions off of this variance to look to see, well, what did our hourly rate end up actually being? The next variance is the direct labor efficiency variance. And this is derived by taking the standard rate multiplied, order of operations, what's inside the parentheses first, actual hours minus standard hours, so we'll always do this first, and that will give you your time in hours variance. So again, managers can look to see, wow, we had estimated that they would work, our workers would work so many hours, but in actuality, maybe they worked more or less. Okay, so remember, pay close attention to understand whether the variance is favorable or unfavorable so that you're totally understanding that. Okay, so let's look at the particular problem we're going to go through. You are going to look at this problem where it says Edelman Oil performs oil changes. The standard wage rate for oil change technicians is $17 per hour. By analyzing its past records of time spent on oil changes, the company has developed a standard of 18 minutes or 0.30 hours per oil change. In July, 1,600 oil changes were performed at Edelman Oil. Oil change technicians worked a total of 310 direct labor hours at an average rate of $24 per hour. So the actual direct labor hours are 310. Let me take this time to show you where they're saying 18 minutes is 0.30 hours. Many of you might already know this, but let me show you how they derive that number. I'm trying to find over here. All right, so to get the 0.30, you're going to take 18 and you're going to divide that by 60, all right? So we know that in 1 hour, there's 16 minutes, so 18 divided by 60, that's how they get in the 0.30. Just so you know, and we will use the 0.30 when we do this analysis. Okay, so here's the first question. Again, understand the question. It's asking, calculate the direct labor rate variance. Okay, so we're going to find the actual rate per hour, which this particular problem, it was $24. So the actual rate per hour is $24. The standard rate per hour is $17. They give you this right in the problem, okay? All right, so you're going to take the difference between the two, and that is $7. Okay, everybody get in the habit of eyeing it before you even finish the analysis. The actual was $24. They estimated $17 that they're going to pay these workers. Well, guess what? This is not good. This is going to be unfavorable. All right, so we're going to take the difference. We took the difference, which is $7. Now we're going to multiply by the actual direct labor used. This is hours, so 310 hours. We multiply it out, and that gives us 2,170. But we're going to put a U for unfavorable. That is unfavorable. Okay. Now, that's the direct labor rate variance. That's right here. Now we're going to do the direct labor efficiency variance. Okay, so now we're going to look at actual direct labor hours used, which is 310. Those are hours. The standard hours, let me show you how you're going to compute that. All right, so let's go back to the problem. It says in July, 1,600 oil changes were performed at Edelman Oil. All right, so they estimate that it's 0.30 hours. So we're going to take the 1,600, let me just show you in small, 1,600 times the 0.30. Remember I explained how they did that. And that is going to equal 480. All right, so remember, these are hours. Well, guess what? They estimated 480 hours that it's going to take these workers. Well, the workers were really efficient. They only took 310 hours. That's good, right? So we're going to take the difference between the two. That gives us 170 hours. Now we're going to multiply the standard rate per hour. We find that in the problem that was $17. We multiply that, $17, and it gives us 2,890. But that's an F for favorable. That's good. They did a good job in that. Okay? All right, so that's your direct labor rate variance and your direct labor efficiency variance. Okay, get in the lab, get that homework done.